What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we got some shocking news out of Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out Kansas City. And it's about a shooting that occurred at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. Now, you know, a parade is something, you know, to be celebrated, especially for a football team, hometown football team, putting your city on the map. And according to details, before I show you this breaking news news video, they're talking about one person is dead, 10 people are injured. 9 people are injured. One person's dead. Out of the 9 people, 5 are in serious condition, and the other 3 are in critical condition. The last one they haven't said anything about, but 2 armed people are in custody right now. It's a damn shame. Take a look at this. We'll come back and do what we do.
And across the country at this hour, we do have new reporting on this shooting at the end of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory celebration this afternoon. A crowd of about 1 million people had turned out for the event. The shots were fired west of Union Station near the parking garage as the rally was ending. Initial reports had come in that multiple people had been shot. We have just learned a Kansas City fire official now saying 8 to 10 people involved. Unclear for a time if those people were actually shot or the extent of their injuries. But I want to bring in our senior investigative reporter, Aaron Kotursky, because, Aaron, we're learning preliminary reports now that this is even more serious from the Kansas City Fire Department.
It could well be. And police had said initially, David, that multiple people were shot and they had taken 2 armed people into custody for questioning as part of the investigation. We're learning from Kansas City Fire now, and this is preliminary information and subject to change. But Kansas City Fire is telling ABC News 1 person is dead, 9 others are injured, for a total of 10 people that apparently have been shot. We're still assessing whether all of them were shot or whether they were injured in some other way. But 1 dead, 9 injured, and among the injured, 5 are said to be serious injuries and 3 critical.
And again, that information just coming in from Kansas City Fire?
From Kansas City Fire, and it's preliminary information as we work to learn more. But Kansas City Police had been on scene in force for this victory parade for the Kansas City Chiefs as they celebrated their Super Bowl. They were on scene and were able to take 2 armed people into custody very quickly, right after these shots were fired near Union Station, the historic century-old train station in Kansas City. And now, according to Kansas City Fire, preliminarily, 1 person dead, 9 others injured.
And of course, far too soon to say whether this was at all connected to the celebration itself or whether this was other activity among other people at the tail end of this.
That's right. One of the key questions will be, was this somehow due to an agenda, a political or social agenda, or was this the result of some kind of criminal activity? And that may be where police are leaning at this point, but they haven't said for sure. But David, how many times in advance of big mass gatherings like this have you and I talked about what the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI has said, that given the environment in the country right now, the potential for something has always been there, but police in Kansas City have not said why these shots were fired just yet.
Stick with us here. Our investigative reporter, Aaron Kotursky. The moment you have more there, Aaron, just flag me here.
Guys, that's the news as we know it right now. 9 people injured, 1 person then lost their lives. 5 people in serious condition, 3 people in critical condition. Now, they don't know if it's from the gunshots or people getting trampled or anything. But for a celebration and pride in the city of being the NFL, for their team to be the NFL world champions, it's quite an achievement. And everybody, every year, when their favorite team goes to play in the NFL, they wish they could attend one of these parades. And to have some hooligans come out there, unruly folks, and just make it all about them and start shooting with over 1 million people there. Makes no sense. They said this happened at the tail end of the parade, but still, it shouldn't have happened, period. At what point does the world not revolve around one individual person or individuals to where they feel as though they got the right to just take matters in their own hands and ruin everybody else's day? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Mass shootings like this and stuff need to be taken as a terroristic crime. I would offer nothing but the death penalty in cases like this, because it's stupid. It has, I mean, you cannot explain shooting at, listen, you know, there were children out there, women, children, people took off from work, risk getting fired. You know how it is when a sporting event, people are like, I'm sick. You know how many people called in sick today to go to that thing and the companies knew? Kept their children out of school. Sometimes this is the first time to see your favorite NFL players up close because you'll never see them in public. This was a big thing, and it was bigger than just being out there seeing it, because another parade might not come to Kansas City in years. Some cities with NFL teams ain't never had a parade. And for some douchebags to come out there and do that, it aggravates me. This I don't give a F attitude, man, is tearing us apart. I mean, just as a nation, it is. So they got 2 people in custody. They'll go and scout those cameras and pinpoint this. They'll get the FBI involved and more names will come. If they got 2 people already, they'll come up with more names. Trust me. This is a public embarrassment. It is. And this right here, you know, and no offense to the city of Kansas City, it makes the city look bad, whether they want to admit it or not. And it's not even their fault. This is the first time that I can remember there was a shooting at a Super Bowl parade. Man, this belligerent nature that some people have out here, this wild nature, need to be tamed real quick. Now you got 1 person gone, 5 other people in the hospital, 3 of the 5 of the 9 that was injured is fighting for their life. You know how that hysteria was? People was getting trampled. You know it was 1 million people. They letting off shots. People scared to death. Ain't nobody trying to get hit by no stray bullets. It's like we creating an atmosphere here where we can't even come together and commune to celebrate a common goal. Them people up there on that stage holding that Super Bowl trophy is quite an achievement. And a lot of people, especially fans that sat up there through the blood, sweat, and tears of these people training and all of this other stuff, just a little bit of them feels like they're actually a part of the team. They give speeches. They thanks everybody for their support. And to have some hooligans come that don't care nothing about that, only their own selfish, violent agendas, is messed up. And it shouldn't be tolerated. I'd make an example of these people. I would. I would make an example. Man, listen. They need to change the laws, man. I keep telling y'all. Because this stuff is going to keep happening. Because it happens, some time passes, and then it happens again. Now that they started shooting at a Super Bowl, that's the first. Now it's in people's heads, and now they got to watch every Super Bowl. Now they got to watch every Super Bowl, really. And like most of them people out there are not even criminals. What if they stop having parades altogether? That'd be messed up, right? All because of something somebody did in another city that ain't got nothing to do with you or your team. It's foul that people are so selfish and violent nowadays. Don't understand it. I'll come up, I'll have another, as details come out, I'll do a follow-up on this story. I've seen a lot of you guys were sending me this when it first came out, but I was screen editing for a video I just put out before this one. But this is sad. Somebody lost their life just going to a parade. What if they didn't even have nothing to do with it? It was just hit by a stray bullet. And the irresponsibility of people nowadays, man. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have more details as they come out, most likely tonight or tomorrow morning. See you in the next video. Take care. I don't know what's going on with this.